Good morning, friends. Now we are continuing HRM related with business ethics. Any ethical issues related to HR department, will be revolving around these things. So, employee responsibility, cash and compensation plans, performance appraisal, privacy issues, restructuring and layoffs, employment issues, safety and health, race, gender and disability. So cash and compensation plans. So employee salaries, executive perquisites and compensations, annual incentive plans, etc. are some ethical issues with respect to HR department. So ethical issues will arise when HR deals with long-term compensation and incentive plans by consulting with CEO. So to keep the employees happy, so within the organization, so the long-term compensation and incentive plans should be framed. Sorry, there is always pressure on the HR managers to favor the interest of the top management instead of solving the grievances of employees and the stakeholders. So race, gender, and disability. So until recently, so the employees were treated differently based on their race, color, gender, origin and their disability. So there will be no more such cases since the evolution of the laws and regulatory framework standardized for the employees. So till recent times, so the employees were treated differently based on their culture, based on their color, based on their gender, from the origin from which they have come from, and maybe their mental and physical disability. But the law, different laws and industrial acts are in force favoring the employees now. So then employment issues. So HR managers will face dilemmas while hiring the employees. A top executive will recommend a friend or his family member, though he is not having the required qualification and technical skills. Sometimes the employees whom you hire are very proficient in their job, but it is found that they have produced fake documents at the time of selection process. So HR managers are facing these types of cases every day. So then privacy issues. So all employees working in an organization have their personal life. So, so while doing their job, satisfying the professional objectives, so any employee so will be okay always putting his efforts related to his personal life, so as well as his political, social life and all. So then job analysis. So we have two parts here, job description and job specification. So job analysis is the process of studying and collecting information relating to the operations and responsibilities of a specific job. So the information relating to the operations of a job will be coming under job description, and responsibilities related to that particular job will be uh, so coming under a job specification. So the steps in job analysis will be summarized like this. So collecting and recording the job information, checking the job information for its accuracy, writing the job description, and then using the information to determine the skills, abilities, and the knowledge. So this fourth step is coming under job specification. Job description. So it is an organized factual statement of the duties and responsibilities of a specific job. So then job specification, a statement of minimum acceptable human qualities necessary to perform a job properly. So job description is a statement of duties and responsibilities of a specific job, whereas the job specification is the statement showing what will be the minimum acceptable human qualities like his educational qualification, the training which he has undergone, the technical skills what he possesses, so his work experience. So all these things are coming under job specification. So job description is the job information related to the job to be performed, and job specification is the information relating to the person who is placed in that particular job. So job analysis is the process of obtaining all the facts related to the job. So as we discussed earlier, so it is having two parts: job description, job specification. Job description consists of job title, location, that is the place where the job is going to get performed, summary of the job, the machine tools and materials what will be used in doing that job, supervision, working conditions, and any hazardous chances in the place of job performance. Then job specification is consisting of the fact related to the education, experience, training, responsibilities, communication skills, and the physical efforts of the employee who is placed on that particular role. Then process of job analysis. So first one is the organizational analysis. It is an overall picture of the various jobs in the organization has to be obtained here. So this is required to find the linkages between the jobs and the organizational objectives, interrelationship between the jobs, and contribution of various jobs to the efficiency and effectiveness of the organization. So, the organizational analysis is important in respect to providing linkage between the jobs and the organizational objectives, so that the job what are going to be performed should be in par with the objectives of the organization, and interrelationship between the jobs because most of the jobs are related to each other. So, and contribution of various jobs in the overall efficiency and effectiveness of the organization. Okay, thank you. We'll continue.